A new survey has just come out and it shows two very fascinating things. People who own a Tesla don't have range anxiety, and they're covering just as much, if not more, actual miles than those who don't, or those who own a gasoline powered car. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and welcome back, everyone else. Thank you for tuning in. I'd love to see all of you at Fully Charged in Sydney, London, or San Diego next year. Throughout the year, I'll have a promotion code in the description below for a 10% discount to tickets. Now, that is the biggest show when it comes to everything electric. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all there and meeting as many of you as possible. Now, for those of you thinking, here we go, Electric Viking, he loves Tesla. Well, I don't even own a Tesla. I've driven them and I do like them, but I don't own one. I have bought a BYD. So just let that sink in. New survey says Tesla drivers are covering as much ground as most other motorists, and in many cases more, and they don't have any range anxiety. Now, there's a pretty damn good reason for that. Electric vehicle range anxiety is a myth, at least according to the Electric Vehicle Council and 741 Australian Tesla owners. Now, this survey, it means more than probably any survey anywhere else in the world. Why do I say that? You're probably thinking, no, that's ridiculous. What are you talking about? Well, no, it's not ridiculous. You want to know why? Australians are obsessed with range. We are the country more obsessed with range and this idea of range anxiety than any other country in the world, and it's not even close. If you talk to Australians, if you live here in the country, you will see Australians, for some bizarre reason, are obsessed with this idea of range anxiety. So the fact that 741 Tesla drivers said that they don't have any range anxiety in a country where, to be honest, we don't have that many Tesla superchargers. It's the best supercharger network in Australia, no question, but compared to other countries like China and the United States, we have a very small number of superchargers. That's the conclusion being drawn from a recent survey carried out by the EV Council and Tesla Owners Club. It's believed to be the largest study of its type in the world, and the survey revealed that 90% of respondents cover more than 10,000 kilometers in their cars annually. 38% do more than 20,000 kilometers. These figures compare to a national average mileage of 11,100 kilometers, which is around about 6,500 miles for all motorists, something that EV Chief Executive Bayard Jafari says puts another nail in the coffin of the myth that driving range is an issue for EV owners. I don't agree with him. I think it is an issue for some people in some places. Some others, it's not. Depends on where you live. Kind of being absolutist like that doesn't really help in my view. But I do think for people that own a Tesla, right? Most countries, if you own a Tesla, EV range is not a big issue. I think that, for me, in my view, is partly down to the way that Tesla vehicles work. The way that they are integrated with the charging network, which, I mean, if BYD had a charging network like this, I'd be praising them as well. They just don't. The reality is, if you're able to enter your destination into your satellite navigation, into your maps, which you can in Teslas, of course you can in all cars, but if you're able to do that in your EV, and it tells you where and when you need to stop, basically doing it all for you, then I think that reduces range anxiety. Or clearly in this study, it shows that it eliminates range anxiety. Now, the president of the EV Council said, "We know range anxiety is a major impediment to some people buying EVs. This finding is yet another reason showing there is nothing to fear." In addition, over half of the survey respondents said they had saved more than $2,000 in fuel money per year, while 77% saved more than $1,000. Realistically, if you think about it, those fuel savings are only going to increase. Remember, a lot of these people have solar panels that charge their cars for them. They're getting energy almost for free. In some cases free, some cases they're paying a very small amount. And the cost of gasoline, petrol, diesel in Australia has just gone mental. I'm sure it has in pretty much every other country around the world over the past few months. It's crazy. I mean, it's so high. The other thing to keep in mind with these mileage figures quoted in this survey is that mileage is down globally since the coronavirus pandemic has come, and more people have begun to work from home. So average mileage numbers have actually decreased over the last few years globally. Getting back to the survey, 41% of participants said they'd saved more than $1,000 in maintenance cost, basically not having to service your car. Not many people are aware of the fact that you don't have to service your Tesla vehicle to maintain your warranty. It's the only brand that I personally know of any type of car manufacturer, that you don't have to service your car to maintain warranty. Interestingly, the two most common reasons for people purchasing a Tesla, according to the survey, were technology and environment. Behard said the need for more government action at a national level, both in terms of long overdue fuel efficiency standards and a fringe benefits tax exemption for workplace charging, were extremely important to more electric vehicle uptake in Australia. But I don't think that that's necessarily true. I think Aussies do want EVs. We just want EVs that are affordable and that we can get. So Hyundai, right? People, you've been emailing me. I've received emails, numerous emails within the last month saying, I tried to order a Hyundai Ioniq 5. I tried to order a Kia EV6. I tried, and I couldn't get one. So this is my point. Many people say those vehicles are great, and they are, but we just need more of them here. Tesla is really the only company mass manufacturing EVs for the Australian market. Yes, BYD is starting to do it, but there's some fair few issues there going on. So Tesla is still, in my view, are the only ones that are doing it. We just need more cars here. That's the biggest impediment. 10% of respondents charged their vehicles at work, meaning they saved a lot of money, indicating there is ample scope for employers to install charging infrastructure if they want to pay for employees to get free mileage. That'd be cool. If Australia introduced a fringe benefits tax exemption for workplace charging, it would help align EV charging with daytime excess solar energy generation. And actually, that would make a lot of sense, because when you think about it, there's actually excess solar in the network in a lot of places around Australia at certain periods of the day when it's super duper sunny. TOCA President Pete Thorne said more research should be done regarding the preferences of younger drivers, given that 88% of survey participants were over 40, and that this research should be taken into account when deciding and defining federal government electric vehicle policies. Now, I think it's fair to say, right, well, most of the people who watch this channel are actually over the age of 40. I've seen the demographic numbers, probably because you guys, well, you've adopted EVs more, but also you have a little bit more income and able to be able to buy an electric car, or be able to buy a car, a new car, period. And so that's the reason for the survey respondents being older, because usually as we age, we have a bit more income and more capacity to buy a new car. In Australia, the popularity of EVs has accelerated enormously. From January to August this year, there was a 368% in EV sales in the country, which is awesome to see. And the interesting thing is, there's only been a 13% increase during that period of time in the sales of hybrid cars and plug-in hybrids. People want EVs much more than they want plug-in hybrids, and even in range-obsessed Australia. Let me know your thoughts on this. If you live in the US, Canada, Europe, UK, New Zealand, Singapore, wherever you are, do you have any thoughts on range anxiety? Do you have range anxiety, or do you have that, or is that an impediment to you buying an electric car today? Let me know your thoughts. Write them in the comments. And as always, my friends, have a great day. Bye-bye.